Thank you. Welcome to the Gamesmaster oil rig, where chapped lips and a ruddy complexion are just some of the hardships we endure for a sport of games playing. So while I slip on a bit of anti-chafe, let's go over to the installation's chief redcoat, Uncle Gamesmaster.
Greetings and welcome to the Games Rig. For this evening's hors d'oeuvre, I've opted for one of my favourites, Lemmings 2. The lemming is an exasperating breed of rodent that seems hell-bent on trying to kill itself. Your job is to guide these lemmings to safety by assigning them with certain functions. In the special Gamesmaster level that I've devised for you, you have 2 minutes in which to save all the 50 lemmings that are released. Good luck.
Indulging in some non-violent action in this challenge is a young bloke from Erith. Please welcome Gavin Hansford. Now, Gavin, you're no stranger to cute fluffy things, because I believe you once appeared on Wackaday.
Oh, that was a very long time ago. I was young, I was foolish, okay? Let's not talk about it.
Did you actually meet rock legend Timmy Mallet?
Oh, yes, he's very, very nice.
Well, I know he's a big fan of the show, and I'm sure he'll be cheering you on tonight, Gavin. If you'd like to sit yourself down in a games playing chair, we'll get ready to start. Renegade's main man, Tom Watson, is with me for this one. Hello again, Tom.
Evening, Dominic.
Right, now, Tom, this is the sequel to Lemmings. Tell us some of the different things you can do in this one.
Well, you won't find the same functions really anymore. There are runners, there are jumpers, there are balloonists, there are stompers instead of diggers. It's a very much different game. He's got 50 to get home, he's given 50, he can't afford a single mistake.
Okay then, well, Tom's gone over the challenge again for me, really. 50 lemons to get home when any one of them dies, and Gavin's challenge is over. Gavin, are you ready? Then off you go. Okay, so off he goes. We can see the clock in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen ticking away there.
That's right. First thing he's done, quite right, he's got an archer out, he's moved the cannon, he's trying to get an arrow into the bottom of that green area. There he goes, that's the one he wants. He's now going to set a balloonist.
What's he done with those two then now? Is that wedge the cannon in that position?
The balloonist will be able now to catch hold of that arrow and just hover there. There he is. Okay. He's now going to create another archer, get another arrow over, burst the balloon, and he can hopefully get that lemming into the cannon. Okay, let's see how he does.
Right, then the lemming is going to go in the cannon. I see he changed him into that spanner bloke.
That means he can use the cannon. He's now going to change him, I think, into a stomper. There we go.
So he's going to stomp down
through this level.
Okay, the exit for the audience's purpose is just below where the other batch of lemmings are just now. So
that's right. He's going to a circus tent. Now, here goes the lemming. Now, what we want is a run, and he's running. Now, he's got to get ready to get him to jump over the gap.
Jump over this
Over he goes.
He does it. Excellent.
He's made it.
Now, there's the exit there, the circus tent.
That's right. Now, what he's got to do is he's back to an archer again, and he's got to put some arrows into the other side, because he's going to send the lemmings through. The lemmings would normally die if they had to go all the way through that pool.
That's correct.
The arrows will break the pool.
Is the arrow up high enough?
Well, there's only one way we're going to find that out, Dominic. He's all right for time. 30 seconds left. And yes, they're a bit stunned, but they're making it in.
They're stunned. They're going to make it in. I think the time's fine. He's got 23 seconds left.
He looks as if he's doing.
He needs to get them all in. He's going to do it. It's just a question of time. 16, 15, 40. This is going to be no problem.
A perfect completion, Dominic. Absolutely perfect.
11 seconds left. And Gavin is triumphant. Congratulations, Gavin. All right. Well done, Gavin. That looked an absolute breeze. Was there any hairy moments for you?
Yeah, there were a few. One of them was at the beginning when I couldn't get the arrow in the right place. I did that okay in the end.
Well, I think you've made Timmy Mallet very, very proud of you, Gavin, because not only have you completed the challenge, you walk home tonight with Channel 4's most glaring prize, the Golden Gamesmaster Joystick! So let's have another round of applause for our triumphant challenger, Gavin Hansford. As another challenger scales the dizzy heights of climactic ecstasy, we calm ourselves down just a tad to consider the offerings in this week's reviews. This week we get all cute and fluffy as we look at beat-em-ups. First up on the links, Dirty Larry is a cop gone bad as he tries to give drug dealer Mr. White a firm corrective hand through 8 levels of punch-and-shoot mayhem.
Dirty Larry is very similar to Final Fight. It's well presented, the graphics are gorgeous, and for a links game this is certainly the best of its kind.
Scrolling's really jerky, the animation's okay, and the sound's not exactly anything to write home about.
Dirty Larry is crap of the worst order. Walk left, walk right, jump, punch, shoot. That's it.
Best of the best, a kickboxing-tastic affair with 16 fighters and a whopping 55 moves to duff them up with.
It's slick, it's fluid, it's quite deep considering it's a beat-em-up, and the whole thing is incredibly professional.
The best of the best is a fine attempt, but he's got Street Fighter 2 to compete against, and at the end of the day I know which one I'd rather be playing.
The controls are sluggish and unresponsive. Best of the best, mediocre of the mediocre, more like.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sonic Blastman, the Punch-Mungus arcade game, becomes a scrolling fighty console thing with 6 levels and bonus stages.
Walk along, smack people in the gob, smack some more people in the gob and kick a few people in the teeth, that's about it. It's all done very nicely and with good humour.
It's quite enjoyable and I'd recommend it to anyone who enjoys these scrolling beat-em-ups, but at the end of the day it's just not original enough.
A lot of people say video games are just for kids. Well, Letty Edwards certainly proved them wrong when she became a Golden Joystick winner last year. We took her and 2 similarly funky oldsters to the Trocadero to spend some quality time together and find out exactly what makes them tick as far as games are concerned. First of all, they politely queued up for a shot of the Suzuka 8-hour motorbike game.
I've got 2 Nintendos. I've got the first one that came out, and then they've got this 16-bit Nintendo, and I've also got the Sega Mega Drive.
About 6 years ago, I bought the Amiga.
Of course you can, Grandma. No, I can't do that. Of course you can, Grandma. Anyway, she put it down, and while she was out of the room, and decided I would have a go, and that was it.
2 hours and much burnt rubber later, the girls decided to have a try at virtual reality.
They keep your mind alert when you're getting on a bit like me.
I completed the Lemmings, the first Lemmings, in 6 weeks.
We like Mario. We like the Mario Brothers because with the first one, Mario 1, my husband and I, we can both play.
After a while, however, the true games-playing nature of our dashing dames began to emerge.
It makes you relax. The greatest achievement is on Tetris, about 146,000.
Joan Thornley decided enough was enough and showed the world that her many years as British lightweight champion had not gone to waste on Sonic Blastman.
We just can't leave it alone. We play it every night before we go to bed. We couldn't sleep without it.
But the big question was, would any of our grannies be insane enough to try the rotating queasiness of the R360 machine? Letty Edwards was.
When I watch television, it just sends me to sleep, but on my computer I can just play for hours and hours. I just enjoy playing it, and it's very, very relaxing.
And the final verdict?
Brilliant!
This week's celebrity guest thought those reviews and features were a joy to behold. All they'd like now is a little challenge to round things off. Let's comply with their craving and go over to Gamesmaster.
I am so pleased you returned. It can get a mite isolated up here, not to mention a little chilly around the girders. Not that we won't warm you up with my second... Aha! Time to settle some old scores. Don't mind me. Oh yes, my second choice. I've opted for a Wild West shootout on Mad Dog McQueen 2, the last gold. Our trigger-happy contestant has 3 lives that wish to survive a shootout with a gang of Mad Dog's ruffians and rescue their female hostage. Keep those barrels blazing.
Packing a piece on this challenge is one of the stars of about 753,000 TV stage and screen extravaganzas. Please welcome professional funny woman, Josie Lawrence. Okay, thank you very much. Behave yourselves. Okay, right, Josie, what do video games mean to you?
They mean absolutely nothing to me because I've never played a video game in my life, and I'm really ashamed to admit that to you young people, but I'm hopeless at them. They scare me.
That's it, I'm sure you can improvise.
I'm sure, yes. I'd really like... There's a lot of video games where people kill each other. I think the video games I'd like would be if a little man went around snogging as many people as possible.
That would be... But I'll have a word with some of my friends, see if we can get one made for you, Josie.
Thank you.
Well, listen, all the best for this challenge. If you'd like to go and fondle your pistol in preparation, we will go up and have a little chat with NMS main man Tim Boone, who's at my side once more. Tim, welcome.
Howdy, Dominic.
Now, Tim, Josie said she was a wee bit nervous. Is there anything you can do to relieve her?
Sure, people are going to be coming at it from all sides. Shoot them all, and I would say to anybody else, shoot from the hip, but I think in Josie's case, shoot from the shoulder.
Okay then, if you'd like to see how Josie Lawrence gets on in the wild and sometimes Woolly West, join us after the break. Welcome back to the Gamesmaster camp, where Josie Lawrence has flown out to try to tackle Mad Dog McCree 2. What she has to do is rescue 2 Wild West babes. Josie, are you ready?
I sure am.
Then off you go. Okay, so off goes Josie. She's got 3 lives. She's got that first guy down, no problem at all.
Here comes the guy at the back. Take him out. Oh dear, oh dear.
Now, Josie's got 3 lives. She's lost one of them.
Well, you got 2 lives left.
Oh, sure, I shot that one.
Choose your guy.
There goes Josie for the second attempt here. Yay! That's one never goes.
The guy at the back. He needs to go. There he is.
Yeah, she's got him this time. He's kind of always got a guy lurking around the sort of provisions there.
Now, you need to wait for the close-up. Now, shoot this guy.
Well done.
I saved you there.
The building. And it all goes.
Blow that place to smithereens. Yep.
Okay. Violent eruption as a result of Josie's actions there.
Now, this guy staggers out. Quite
Not a
well.
bad piece of acting there, boy.
Come on, partner, let's go find that treasure.
Okay, Buckskin Bunny.
Okay, now we're at the second stage here. Now these baddies are lurking all over the place, Tim.
Oh, yeah, we're going to the top. Now, they can come from absolutely anywhere, so be careful, but I've got a feeling...
Oh, he's right in the cow park. Oh, dear, Mr. Smelly Things. He's not dead yet, though.
The guy in the basket.
The guy in the basket, she's got him. Just did very, very well here. Oh, he's making him slow with the left-hand side. Oh, she's got him.
Nicely done.
Now this
And
thing's
out she
coming
comes.
out.
He's history. It's done.
Josie's done it. She's done away with Sleeping Boy.
Excellent.
She's completed the challenge. All right. They're very boisterous lot.
Very boisterous.
I think it must be you. Listen, that was amazing. You were really nervous beforehand, but
I
that
was
was
really
a
nervous, but I just had to save those women, didn't I?
What? You looked quite at ease with a pistol there, Josie. I'm a bit.
Yes, well, I can handle certain pistols, I suppose.
Okay, all right, well, let's hope you can handle this one, because as the winner tonight, you have won probably the biggest thing Channel 4 has to offer anyone, the Gamesmaster Golden Joystick! It's lovely, isn't it?
Yes, I'll have to go home and work out where to put it.
All right, I'm sure you will. Okay, let's have another round of applause for a brilliant winner, Josie Lawrence. Thank you, Josie. While we ruminate on the global implications of that titanic struggle, some more questions are answered in the consultation zone.
Hello, Gamesmaster.
What is it that is tormenting you?
Is there a way to defeat the Stormtrooper transport in Super Star Wars?
For novice game players, this is indeed rather difficult. At the beginning of the level, you should choose Chewbacca, as he has the highest stamina and will give you more time to dispose of the Empire's minions. When the transport enters the screen, go forward and crouch underneath it. From there, you should be able to take out the lower gun turret and the two back ones without losing too much energy. Now go to the right of the transport and take out the last remaining gun, leaving the vehicle defenseless. You should now have no trouble finishing it off.
Thank you very much.
Next.
Hello, Gamesmaster. On Pinball Fantasies, I can make the cheat for extra balls work, which you gave me last week, but I still cannot get a high score. Is there any other tips you could give me?
Gosh, you really are displaying a remarkable lack of talent. You're in luck, however, for I do have another cheat in store. When the game scrolls down, showing you the table, quickly type in digital illusions. Now your ball will never go out of play. If you can't amass a high score now, my heart bleeds for you.
Thanks a lot.
Time for just one more, I think.
Hello, Gamesmaster.
Oh, just get on with your question, please, young man.
On European Club Soccer on the Mega Drive, I can't get enough power into my kicks. What should I be doing?
Rather a cheeky one, this. Go to the password screen and enter the word 3 on the top line, shredded on the second line, and wheat on the third line. You will now be blessed with shots of awesome power.
Thanks a lot.
Sometimes my knowledge surprises even myself. Time to give my grey cells a well-earned rest. See you anon.
For our final challenge tonight, it's time for one of our special magazine challenges. You may remember earlier on in the series we had one on Street Fighter 2. Now it's the turn of Sega's Boon the Hedgehog Sonic 2. What we did was we asked 4 Sega magazines each to nominate their champion. We'll have a semi-final this week, one next week, culminating in the grand final in 2 weeks' time. So, for our first semi-final, please welcome Paul Davis from Mean Machine Sega and Dave Goodyear from Mega Drive Advanced Gaming. Welcome, Paul. All right, Dave. Right. Now, first of all, Paul, a lot of kids would love to work in a magazine. Is it all work, or how much time do you actually spend playing games?
Well, we spend about at least 4 hours a day playing the games. But basically, there's a lot of writing. And there's a lot of pressure to get things finished.
Well, I know, listen, up at Maverick, you work desperately hard, Dave.
Yeah, desperately hard.
Now, you guys don't actually know the level you'll be playing yet, so to find out what the challenge is, let's go over to Gamesmaster.
Yes. To start off the Sonic 2 challenge, I've opted for a speed test on the first level of the Emerald Hill Zone. Quite simply, whoever completes the level in the fastest time wins. Best of luck.
So, now you know, speed challenge on Emerald Hill Zone 1. How'd you fancy your chances, Paul?
Well, I've been spiking Dave's coffee before the show, so I'm hoping that'll make a difference.
All right, now, Dave, exactly what's he been spiking your coffee with?
I don't know, it's probably something hot and wet.
It probably is. All right. Listen, I think we'll have you, Paul, since you're the spiker, you can go first. If you'd like to sit yourself down in a games playing chair, Dave, linger menacingly behind. We'll get ready to start. As if Sonic the Hedgehog 2 wasn't special enough, I have the very special Jane Goldman from Game Zone with me. Jane, welcome.
Hi.
Now, Jane, speed challenge, they can't hang about. Any tips for them?
Well, every second counts here, Dominic. So the secret is find the quickest route and find the speed booths.
OK, let's hope our competitors bear that in mind. So it is the person who is the fastest to get through Emerald Hill Zone 1 goes through to the final. Paul, are you ready? Then off you go. OK, so off goes Paul. Paul is actually Sonic, just ignore Tails. He'll just like funk about generally, Jane, won't he?
Yes, he's a bit confusing, but never mind.
OK, he's been going for 10 seconds here, and he's doing all right. He's not hanging about at all. He wants to find these speed boots, though.
Only he avoided that spring and didn't go up higher, which may have been a mistake.
Is it actually faster then to go the top route?
A little bit.
OK, he's still doing... Oh, he managed to pick up a shield there. That's going to help him a little bit. It means he can throw caution to the wind. OK.
Well, he isn't.
Oh, now he's having a bit of problem here. He's going to hit the spring and...
Oh, he made it.
OK, he's gone for 30 seconds here. He's got another spring there to speed him up a little bit. Tails is meanwhile lingering behind him.
He's picking up speed here. Oh, he missed the second spring.
Now, this is going to be quite... This will be, I think, the stage which will separate the men from the boys in this challenge, Jane.
You can lose an awful lot of time here.
Now he's safely up the top there. Okay, he's been going for 44 seconds here. This is Paul Davis from Mean Machine Sega. 48 seconds, he's over the twisty bridge here. He's picked up some nice speed, but he's been knocked back now.
Yeah, taking those rings is going to cost him a bit of time too.
Okay, he's back up the top now. 56 seconds, he's gone. 56 seconds for Paul Davis from Mean Machine Sega. Okay, Paul, if you'd like to make way now for Dave. Jane, a brief verdict on Paul's performance.
Well, I did say go along the top, and I did say speed boots, and he didn't listen.
He ignored you twice.
Right.
I pity any man who ignores you, Jane. Okay, Dave, if you're ready, then off you go. 56 seconds to beat then. Off goes Dave. A fairly sort of normal ho-hum run-of-the-mill start there. But he's gone to top. Now, this, this is quite
it.
And there's the speed boots, Jane, just like you said. Now we're going to see
He's got an unfair advantage here. Oh, it's quite...
Oh, no!
Oh, dear. Well, that's okay. No, he's picked up. He's got to really take it slow and steady here. That's it.
Now he's going over 23 seconds. Oh, he's much... I think he's quite far ahead on the split time here. Oh, he's racing through this one.
He's running away with it.
I don't think this is going to be any competition now. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Dave Goodyear from Mega Drive Advanced Gaming wins the semi-final.
Very impressive.
Quiet it down now. Now, first of all, Paul, it wasn't terribly close, that. What, you must have an excuse up your sleeve.
Oh, well, he must have switched the drinks or something. Either that or I've been working far too hard recently.
What have you got to say about that one, Dave?
Well, unfortunately, I think I had the advantage because he went first and I went second.
That's very, very sporting of you, Dave. All right, well, it'd be nice to see if you're as sporting when you come back in 2 weeks for the grand final. How do you fancy your chances for that one, Dave?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. I'll have to get some practice in and see how it goes.
All right, and it's nice to get such committed games players on the show. Let's have another round of applause then for Paul Davis and Dave Goodyear. Thanks, guys. Well, we've run out of time once more. The dinner gong has sounded. Auntie Marisha's done us some halibut lightly tossed in brine. I'll see you next week. Good night.